And over the years, we've checked out pretty much every gaming headset that HyperX has ever come out with, some of which, even until this day, are still the best in their class, such as the Cloud 2s. This headset, on the other hand, bothers me, and it's for some of the same reasons that we've expressed in the past, such as things that I disliked with the Cloudflight Wireless. This one takes that price point even higher, $200, and it has a 300-hour battery life. Most respectable headsets give us about 20 hours of battery life, and they provide that same sound quality you get from their wired counterparts without having to worry about that nasty cable. HyperX, however, is trying to change the game with this new wireless model. But at the same time, does not having to charge a headset for 2 weeks outweigh the things that I don't like about this, and does it make it a worthy purchase at this price point? Well, let's start with design. You don't get RGB, haptic feedback, or any other way to connect this headset other than that 2.4 GHz receiver. So you can't use this as a wired connection with some of your favorite devices out there. At the same time, for $200, you don't get Bluetooth connectivity either, which makes me wonder if HyperX ever listened to me or anyone else out in the market when we expressed our dislikes with some of the other headsets such as the Cloudflight Wireless. What happens if you lose that dongle? You're pretty much screwed. And the dongle this time around is a lot smaller than what we saw with the Cloudflight Wireless. You've got that same initial design as the Cloud Alpha, a soft, bendable leatherette headband with that same stitching, threaded wiring, and red aluminum frame. I mean, at this point, you can't even tell which headset streamers and gamers are using if it's from HyperX. They all pretty much look the same. Now, if you are someone who's just starting off with streaming and gaming, you know what's just as important, and something I wish I would have had when I was a lot younger, is a one-stop shop that's affordable to set your templates, your graphics, titles, your animations, pretty much everything to really make your stream pop and take it to the next level. And Own.tv's got you guys covered for that. Own.tv is who I've used in the past and has been my go-to for everything when it comes to graphics and templates such as animated screens, badges, Stream Deck icons, and overlays to keep you looking crisp when going live or recording your videos. What's even more appealing is the ease of use you get when checking out and customizing everything to set that aesthetic you're going for in your setup. Best of all, I've got you guys covered with a 50% off coupon if you use my coupon code and link that's down below in the description. So make sure you check that out once this video is over. And thank you to Own.tv for sponsoring this segment of today's episode. Thanks to the high-end materials, the headset still feels durable, but just like many of the others in the lineup, the ear cups don't fold 90 degrees for added convenience. Even more frustrating for me is the depth that you get with the ear cups. The memory foam is still similar to what you see on the Cloud 2 Wireless, but these seem to not sport any depth whatsoever when it comes to creating that comfortable, long-lasting fit. Comparing these to my JBL Quantum 800s, you can see that the depth with these doesn't even match up to half of what you get with the 800s. So as soon as you put them on, it feels like your ears are directly touching the plastic covering the speakers in the ear cups. The left ear cup houses most of your features and functions. You have that LED light next to the power button so you know when the headset is turned on. Next to that, you have a USB Type-C port for charging and a 3.5mm port for the detachable microphone, along with a raised mute button. Now, your right ear cup houses your smooth volume wheel, just like what we saw on the Cloud 2 Wireless. In the box, you get the headset with a USB Type-C charging cable, detachable microphone, USB Type-A transmitter, and a windscreen for the microphone. Now, the headset itself is rather light. It comes in at around 336 grams, which is only a hair heavier than the wired version. For audio and performance, the Alpha Wireless supports virtual 7.1 surround sound for immersive gaming when on console and PC. Music sounded decent as well. Across the board, you were greeted with crisp, clear mids, highs, and lows with a frequency response of 15 to 21,000 kHz. Bass sounded good as well, especially when playing a variety of games from Call of Duty to Apex. Gunfights were easy to pinpoint off in the distance, as well as footsteps close by. Now, the issue I experienced is when I took this out of the box, I directly played it on my PS5, and it sounded great. And what I expected was that same sound performance on PC, which I didn't get. It actually sounded rather flat, and the bass wasn't anywhere close to what I got on console, along with the volume. It was only about 80% of what I experienced on console. Once I downloaded that Ingenuity software though, it seemed to fix all those problems, and the audio levels jumped right back to where I was on my PS5. The new drivers also give you DTS:X spatial audio and an EQ system. The EQ presets are geared mostly towards music. You have bass boost, bass cut, treble boost, treble cut, your voice chat, and one for gaming. Now, DTS:X isn't really good for music since it kicks with powerful bass, which is great if you like hearing a ton of explosions with a lot more immersion. Same thing goes for that spatial audio feature and the way it handles music versus gaming. Battery life, on the other hand, people, is the real deal, and I'm telling you, this is absolutely crazy. It's been over a week and a half now. Battery life is still above 160 hours for me. I've used this for listening to music, watching movies, gaming, Teams, for work, for pretty much anything you could possibly think of. I've used this headset now for over a week and a half, and I haven't charged it, and the battery life is still above 50%, something like 160 hours, which is absolutely insane. So if you're someone who needs just battery life and doesn't really care about a folding ear cup or Bluetooth and stuff like that, this might be a good option. Now for compatibility, like I mentioned, you get that dongle and only that dongle. That's pretty much it, which is fine if you plan on playing on Nintendo Switch in a dock position, your PlayStation or your PC. But at the same time, like I also mentioned, that dongle is half the size of the dongle that you get with the Cloud 2 Wireless, which makes it a lot easier to lose. Not to mention, for 200 bucks, you don't get the ability to use this as a wired connection or Bluetooth functionality. I feel like those features should be standard at this price point. So by now you're probably wondering, well, the microphone, how does it sound? And to be honest, I'm curious myself. So let's go ahead and take this up into the game room, stack it up against some of my other favorite gaming headsets that are currently on the market. While we also see how much background noise and keyboard clicks the microphone on this headset actually picks up. Now while we're here, let's also cover sound isolation and noise bleeding. Now because this headset does not have active noise cancellation like you get with the JBL Quantum 800, you will be able to hear pretty much everything going on around you. As long as you're above half volume, you should be fine, but you can hear cars driving by, people talking in the background, fans going off. So like I said, keep that volume above half and you should be fine. But what that causes is noise bleeding. Because the ear cups are rather shallow and pressing up against your ears directly, if you don't have that tight fit, a lot of that noise will be escaping for you guys. So people around you will be able to hear what game you're playing and what you're listening to. Then again, that won't be an issue if you live by yourself, but I thought I should mention it. At the same time, ear sweat really wasn't an issue for me in my longer sessions, and that's all particular, obviously, to what kind of setup you guys have. If you're in a room where it's 100 degrees, obviously you're going to get ear sweat, but for me, it really wasn't that big of an issue. Now, you guys know the drill, soundproof game room. Currently, I'm talking to you guys on the Shure MV7. Let's go ahead and switch over to the microphone on the HyperX Cloud Alpha Wireless, so you guys can see what it sounds like in comparison. This is what the microphone quality sounds like on the HyperX Cloud Alpha Wireless. If you are new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe, and only if you end up liking this video, please make sure you smash that like button for me. Now let's go ahead and compare this microphone against the JBL Quantum 800, the Odyssey Penrose, the HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless, the Odyssey Mobius, and the Corsair HS80 Wireless, so you guys can get an idea of how it stacks up against some of my other favorite microphones that are currently out in the market. This is what the microphone quality sounds like on the HyperX Cloud Alpha Wireless. This is what the microphone quality sounds like on the Odyssey Penrose gaming headset. This is what the microphone quality sounds like on the HyperX Cloud 2 wireless gaming headset. This is what the microphone quality sounds like on the JBL Quantum 800 wireless gaming headset. This is what the microphone quality sounds like on the Corsair HS80 wireless gaming headset. This is what the microphone quality sounds like on the Odyssey Mobius gaming headset. Once again, this is what the microphone quality sounds like on the HyperX Cloud Alpha Wireless. Once again, this is what the microphone quality sounds like on the Odyssey Penrose gaming headset. Once again, this is what the microphone quality sounds like on the HyperX Cloud 2 wireless gaming headset. Once again, this is what the microphone quality sounds like on the JBL Quantum 800 wireless gaming headset. Once again, this is what the microphone quality sounds like on the Corsair HS80 wireless gaming headset. Once again, this is what the microphone quality sounds like on the Odyssey Mobius gaming headset. And in my opinion, it's the best sounding microphone out of any gaming headset that's currently on the market. But I'm curious to know what you guys think, so let me know down below in the comment section which one of these microphones you guys think sounds the best. Now, another test I love doing for you guys is to see how much keyboard clicking the microphones on these headsets actually pick up. So we're about 1.5 feet away from the keyboard here. Doesn't seem to be picking up anything. That's good. Obviously picks up a little bit when I start talking because that's when my noise gate opens up. So yeah, whether you plan on using this microphone on this headset for gaming, streaming, recording, talking to your friends in Discord, party chat, game chat, whatever it is, that's what the microphone quality sounds like, and that's how much keyboard clicking it actually picks up. Now for 200 bucks, I expected a lot more, especially when it came to comfort and connectivity. You still get a tough build and design now with dual chamber 50mm drivers and a battery life that lasts for weeks. But if you take this and compare it to something like the JBL Quantum 800, it doesn't even come close to comfort, sound, or functionality. With the JBL model, not only is it much cheaper, but it's much more comfortable, can be used wired, wireless, and with Bluetooth, has RGB if you like to spice things up, has active noise cancellation, much better software, and the sound you get is absolutely insane. Only downside would be the battery life is less than 15 hours. However, once it does die, you can still use it as a wired connection. Now, as much as I love 300 hours of battery life, there is no way I can recommend this headset over the JBL Quantum 800 or something like the Razer Kraken Pro. At 200 bucks, there's no way. At 150, maybe I might change my mind just a little bit. But if you're someone who needs battery life and a lot of it, then by all means, you know who you are and you're going to pick up this headset. If you're someone else that's a professional gamer, competitive, someone who loves gaming, listening to music, stuff like that, streaming, you have a ton of options out there, and we've checked out pretty much all of them for you guys here on the channel. At 200 bucks, it's expensive. You don't have a wired connection, no Bluetooth. The ear cups don't swivel. The plastic touches your ears on the speakers. I just can't at $200 recommend this headset to you guys. At $150, maybe. But then again, there's someone out there who needs weeks of battery life, and they're gonna probably go ahead and pick this up. I will have those full reviews linked down below for you guys on the JBL Quantum 800 and the Razer Kraken Pro, where you can also let me know what you think, which one's your favorite gaming headset currently, and where you'll also find links to everything else that we covered in today's episode. If you want to see more, make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Detroit Fury. And if you enjoyed this content, please make sure you smash that like button for me, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in my next episode. Peace.
Yeah.